Good evening. This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. Officials with the Ireland Water Utilities say that a water main break has occurred in the Ireland area, and as a result, a boil order was issued for residents and customers who live in an area from County Road 500 West south until Ireland Elementary to County Road 150 north from Superior Ag. Those affected are asked to bring their water to a roiling boil for 5 minutes before using it for drinking or cooking. Also use caution when doing laundry, and once again, officials with the Ireland Water Utilities say that a water main break has occurred in the Ireland area, and as a result, a boil order has been issued for residents and customers who live in the area. Those areas again are Road 500 West south from Ireland Elementary to County Road 150 north from Superior Ag. Those affected are again asked to boil their water for at least 5 minutes before using or drinking it, and use caution when doing laundry. Utility officials say that the boil order for that area in Ireland is in place until further notice. Yesterday afternoon, just after 4:30, Jasper police were called to the address of 426 West 14th Street after a report from an unidentified female victim to a claim that she had been struck in the face, causing her to fall to the ground. Upon police arrival and further investigation, 54-year-old Albert E. Presley was taken into custody and lodged into the DuBois County Security Center on charges of domestic battery and a Class A misdemeanor. Operation Double Trouble is now officially in the books as the last of the sentences involving defendants in the drug raid that took place more than a year and a half ago was handed down Wednesday in the DuBois County Superior Court. Back on June 4, 2015, local law enforcement officers began serving arrest warrants for drug dealing offenses stemming from an investigation that was dubbed Operation Double Trouble. In total, and in 2 rounds of arrests, 18 individuals were served with arrest warrants for drug dealing charges in DuBois and also in Spencer counties. Operation Double Trouble was the second drug raid completed at a joint effort between the DuBois County Prosecutor's Office and also the DuBois County Sheriff's Department. The Prosecutor's Office says the last pending case as part of Operation Double Trouble was resolved Wednesday with the sentencing of a Pike County man. 38-year-old Dwayne Bullion was of Otwell and previously entered into a plea agreement in which he pled guilty to dealing in methamphetamine, which is a level 5 felony. The agreement called for Bullion's sentence to be left to the discretion of the court. Wednesday, DuBois County Superior Court Judge Mark McConnell sentenced Bullion to 5 years to be served at the Indiana Department of Correction. McConnell ordered Bullion to participate in the department's purposeful incarceration program, which is essentially a drug rehabilitation program ran by the Department of Corrections. McConnell said that he would consider modifying Bullion's sentence to probation if he successfully completes the program. The prosecutor's office says in the 17 case filed in DuBois County, the sentences totaled 88 years, with 51 years of jail time. They note that these totals are in sharp contrast to the totals seen by the first drug raid known as Operation Big Brother. The sentences in that raid that took place in July of 2013 totaled 165.5 years, with 135 years of total jail time. They say the great reduction in sentences is a direct result of the changes to the Indiana Criminal Code that occurred in July of 2014. At that time, the criminal code was revised to punish drug offenses, including dealing offenses, more leniently. The idea behind the change was to try to rehabilitate drug offenders rather than simply punishing them by putting them in jail. The DuBois County Prosecutor's Office says, unfortunately, he has not seen the intended effect. Rather, the prosecutor's office says that it has seen drug offenders, particularly dealers, receive lenient sentences on drug offenses, and upon completion of those sentences, those individuals continue to reoffend. The prosecutor's office says that they are unhappy with the current state of Indiana Criminal Code, and however, they say that they will continue to try to vigorously prosecute drug dealing offenses in the community. Junior Achievement of Southwestern Indiana announced the 2016 DuBois County Business Hall of Fame laureates at the Vincennes University Jasper campus. The purpose of the DuBois Business Hall of Fame is to honor members of the DuBois County business community who exhibit strong vision, innovation, inspiring leadership, and who are also visionaries within their respective industries. The 2017 laureates are Robert H. Hank Menke. He is an active laureate and also Gervis Schwenk is a historical laureate. Menke, president and CEO of OFS Brands, and Schwenk, former CFO of Jasper Engines and Transmissions, will be inducted into the DuBois County Business Hall of Fame. In 1978, Robert Hank Menke joined the family-owned business and in 1982 became its president and CEO. Menke was instrumental in the company's decision to focus on manufacturing wood furniture under the name OFS. Menke encourages his employees to be active citizens by empowering them to play leadership roles in the DuBois County community. Hank and his family have given generously in support of the Huntingburg community, with most non-for-profit organizations in DuBois County having received contributions from Menke or his family. Gervis Schwenk, after serving in World War II, which includes his participation in the invasion of Normandy, began working as a bookkeeper for Alvin C. Ruxer and his Ford dealership in 1946. His talents were quickly recognized and became an inaugural part of Ruxer's new business enterprise and eventually Jasper Engines and Transmissions Exchange. Gervis was a humble man dedicated to service of others with giving his time through Memorial Hospital, the Evansville Catholic Diocese, DuBois County Community Foundation, and many, many other area organizations. Interim Dean of Vincennes University Jasper Campus, Dean Ackerman, said that both are the kinds of role models that young people need, and they are strong leaders who have made a significant impact in our community. In addition to honoring Hank Menke and Gervis Schwenk, the DuBois County Business Hall of Fame will also raise funds benefiting junior achievement programs within DuBois County. Again this year, Bingham Greenbaum Dole LLC has returned as the title sponsor. A crystal eagle symbolizing the spirit of free enterprise is presented to each laureate, and a monument with a citation and image of each laureate will also be displayed at the DuBois County Museum. Junior Achievement of Southwestern Indiana's K-12 programs foster financial literacy, work and career readiness, and also entrepreneurship skills through empowering young people with a belief in themselves through these volunteer-based experiences. Menke and Schwenk will be inducted at the breakfast ceremony at 7:30 a.m. on April 27, 2017 at the Huntingburg Event Center. Sponsorship information, table reservations, or individual tickets can be obtained from the Junior Achievement of Southwestern Indiana by calling 812-425-8152. Earlier this week, our very own Zach Ruber sat down with Jerry Apple, a local beekeeper, and here is Zach and Jerry with the story.
Bees. They're all around us, pollinating our plants and our crops. But not a lot of us understand the bee. Some of us are even afraid of them. But 18 WJTS talked to local beekeeper Jerry Apple earlier this week to try and understand the bee and the importance of the bee in our local environment, as well as the process of beekeeping in our local area. Jerry Apple has been beekeeping for 59 years, getting the bee fever from his grandfather, who also kept bees. Jerry at one point had 97 hives all of his own. Beekeeping uses many different tools such as smokers, hives, protection, and of course the bees themselves. Jerry buys his bees due to the lack of the honeybees in the local area. He also uses a giant contraption that uses sunlight and glass that will heat up large amounts of product. He also has other various tools to use to tend to the bees and has several hives that he isn't using that he paints in his spare time. He talked about the importance of bees and what they do for the community and plants that the bees provide for, including strawberries and pickles.
You will not have, if you don't have bees, like the strawberries sell by the pound, so you pollinate the strawberries. The bigger the strawberry, the less strawberry it takes to make a quart of strawberries, so to speak. All adds up to the bottom line that if you don't have pollination, then you got smaller crops or none at all, you know. And pickles is one of the main things that you do need. I hope they wake up before it's too late, you know. It's a dire situation coming up, yeah.
Jerry explained that churches need bees in a way that one might not think. Candles. Churches use the beeswax from bees to create candles for their church, but because of the decline in the bee population, some churches have had to import wax from Africa to make their candles. Jerry at times has been able to make candles to meet the church's needs. Jerry addressed the slow dying of the bee population and explains that pesticides on crops disorient bees, leading them astray from their hives.
They got colony collapse disorder is where they put the poison in the seed, and then of course bees eat pollen and nectar. They eat the pollen, they lose their memory, and they can't find their way back to the hive or the bee tree, so per se. So if you got 30, 40 pounds of good honey in there, and the bees can't find their way back, and there's no bees around.
Jerry explained how organizations are gathering information and are sending them to federal facilities to try and raise awareness of the dying bees. Jerry has traveled across Indiana informing the state's youth about bees and beekeeping. Jerry has several hives that he tends to, and him and his wife sell honey out of the comfort of their home in Jasper. Not only that, but he also does pollination and swarm control. For more information on Jerry Apple, you can contact him at 812-630-1697.
Thank you, Zach. Make sure you keep it right here, because up next we'll take a look at your weather summary.